Hey everybody, it's Rob here bringing you another build guide for Diablo 4 Season 3. This time it's the Druid. I think this is the pretty much the only S tier Druid build and definitely one of the strongest builds in the game. It's also going to be very, very good for leveling. I have the planner in the description, and the main reason why it's becoming strong is because we are getting a new unique item. It's going to be unique gloves, and these are insane. They have been showcased here.
And then the next one is the new Druid unique. This is for Lightning Storm.
By Adam.
Basically, what this does is it makes your Lightning Storm grow quicker, so you can get up to that.
So first of all, you're getting the damage ramp up even faster. Like you're getting to those maximum stacks here if we just go in game. So this is basically just a build. Like you can just cast your stuff and then you right click, and it basically just creates these like lightning storms all around the enemies. And this basically can hit the entire screen, and you can cast it from as far away as you want, and it just basically zooms at the enemy and just kills them. This is insane for leveling. It basically hits the entire screen if you want, and yeah, you can just basically blast like this. And with the new legendary, the one that they're showcasing here, it's getting double hits whenever you crit, and you are critting quite a lot. I'm gonna go over the details here in a bit, but you're critting quite a lot because you have Earthen Might, and with certain other skills, your Storm skill becomes an Earth skill. We are basically using the Might Storm aspect. So the Earth Might aspect also applies to our Storm skills. And like that, we can trigger this aspect and we can get guaranteed crit, and we can get infinite resources as well. Which is pretty insane. And we are basically getting a double hit on every crit, and it's also getting another 20% multiplier on that other hit. So actually this would be 1.1. But basically, we are also getting a buff to Avian Wrath. This is gonna be the boon passive. Right now, it only gives me 30. I don't even have it right now. So right now, it only gives plus 30% crit damage. So it's just additive. It's basically useless. But the new one is gonna give you a multiplicative damage buff. So you're getting another 1.3. So the total damage is about tripled, probably even a bit more, but around tripled. And this is going to become very strong. We're combining this basically with Grizzly Rage. So this one gives you, with the two multipliers, I don't have my gear fully upgraded right now. It gives you insane amount of spirit cost, and it also gives you a big damage boost to your crit chance and crit damage. And we're going to be critting all the time, basically. So what you do is basically you cast your buff, you cast your Grizzly Rage, and you're getting all your buffs still in there because we're using Tempest Roar, so we can use our Storm skills while we're in Werebear. And we can just blast like this, and then we have Flicker Step in the build. And Flicker Step just allows us to basically reset our cooldown. So we are permanently in this Grizzly Rage form. We can permanently channel these, and then we're getting Grizzly Rage back instantly, and I can just press them again. And you can just see here like how resources is no problem. Like every now and then you just want to dash basically, and you can cast all your other skills, and it's like super chill. Alright, if you need more damage reduction, you can occasionally cast your generator here, giving you 15% damage reduction. And that's basically the build, and you're just gonna zoom through, and you can probably like stutter step and cast this. And I think it's gonna be a bit faster when you just spam click it. But there's gonna be a lot of spam clicking and stuff, and yeah, the ramp up is gonna be a lot faster again once we have the legendaries here. So yeah, triple damage. This is like extra things from the sky, and let's just go over the entire build. So Tempest Roar, this is the only unique item that you really need. Obviously, Starless Sky is really unique, but this one gives us another 1.4 multiplier. You can also use a Retaliation. I think the resource is going to be fine. So if you don't have Starless Sky, Retaliation is fine. You're rocking the Tempest Roar here. This is the only item that you have to farm, but it also works without Tempest Roar. You're just a bit more squishy because, let's say I'm removing Tempest Roar. Then you have to cast this in your human form, right? And human form is puny human, like you are like a bit more squishy than if you're gonna be in your were form. But that's just how it is. So Tempest Roar, you can target farm this at Duriel. But yeah, for leveling, this is still an insane build. It's one of the best leveling builds for Druid, I think. We have a bit of a tier list overview that we're working on. And yeah, Druid with Lightning Storm looks to be like one of the strongest. I'm not even sure. Maybe it's gonna be even S tier. We'll see, but it's very strong, and these patch notes have been a blessing for the Druid as well. And then we're rocking Vigorous here. You can also go Disobedience, but usually we already have Armor Cap because we use Total Armor and Total Armor while we're in Werewolf form. And again, with Tempest Roar, we're always in Werewolf form, and we're always in Grizzly Rage in Dire Werewolf form. So this is extremely good. And then we have the new Ascetic Robs here. This one is also insane stats, like you can see it here again. It gives you crit chance, it gives you Lightning Storm ranks, it gives you Defiance ranks, which is a pretty useful passive, and it gives you 25% Lucky Hit. And with Lucky Hit, we can basically trigger our key passive, and we are stacking a lot of Lucky Hit, because this one basically gives us all spirit back, and it causes our attacks to be guaranteed crits for 5 seconds. And when we're critting, we're getting the double procs here for Lightning Storm with the new gloves. And then we're rocking Talbot's Will. We are becoming unstoppable whenever we are using our Werewolf or Grizzly Rage, and we're getting the reset here with Flicker Step, so we can reduce the cooldown of our ultimate, like we just in the ultimate, and we can just like dash and Flicker Step here. Oh, I didn't equip Tempest Roar, of course. But yeah, we can just like walk around like that. So you want the Tempest Roar, and we can still reset it now. And boom, now we have the cooldown instantly back, basically. And now also we can, because we have Tempest Roar, we can cast our Storm Strike just right now. And then you will be just blasting this and moving to the monsters and keep blasting, pressing all the other buffs. Maybe going the generator a bit. Yeah, and things like that. I think it's going to be a very, very strong, very, very fast-paced build. Then we're rocking a Lightning Dancer aspect here for additional bolts. We're having the Rampaging Werbeast with the Dire Wolves aspect combination. So right now I don't even have it on Amulet, so you will even have this one on Amulet later, because I don't have all the items. It's just to showcase the build a bit and to see what you're getting into if you want to try this build. And then we are trying the Mighty Storm. I don't have this one right now either. This one again makes our Earth and Might passive apply to our Storm skills, which is our Lightning Storm. So it's pretty insane, very crazy combination. Emeralds, rubies, diamonds, or skulls, whatever you want. Then this is what the skill bar is looking like. I will go into the skills in a second. Taking damage reduction from elites here in the boons, the newly buffed 1.3. Calamity, extra ultimate duration for the Grizzly Rage. You can also take Energize here if you want more spirit. But right now I have the healing here, and Nature Magic reduces ultimate cooldown even further. So the more we attack with Lightning Storm, the more cooldown reduction for our Grizzly Rage we're getting. Combined with Flicker Step, like we don't have to worry at all. Construction Stones right now, we are playing one that supports us here. This one, I think, has only 2 seconds cooldown, so we're getting +4 to all skills. We don't have a Shaco, but we're still getting the Shaco bonus. Then we have the Fortify here for extra Fortify. Resources, stores primary resource. You can also go damage reduction if resource is not a problem. We'll have to see in practice once we have the new gloves. Then we have Tempest here. This one basically is similar to a Barbarian. It accumulates a lot of the damage of the supported skill. And yeah, Tempest, we don't know. It's a bit of a wild card, but I think it's going to be very insane. And we're basically reducing the cooldown, and we are making it bounce to additional targets here. And I think it has a very nice synergy with all the lightning damage that you have. So very crazy stuff. Then on the skill tree here, we are rocking Storm Strike. This is also a Storm skill, so this is also going to be castable in our Werewolf form, and it gives us damage reduction basically. Then we have the Lightning Storm next, obviously, and another Lightning Strike is what we get here. So plus the new gloves, we're actually getting another Lightning Strike again, so completely insane. We're buffing our core skills, we're buffing our movement speed here, we're buffing our crit chance. Toughness is always good, more attack speed here. Then we have Vigilance here, extra damage reduction. Nature's Reach, because we are also rocking distant damage. Like it's a very, like you can basically off screen, I think, kill enemies. Look, it's still like hitting all these enemies. So even this one is like getting damaged. So it's like pretty insane how far ranged you can play this. So yeah, we want to go rock distant here. Then we have like all the multipliers here for our Storm and our Nature skills. Just a bunch of damage multipliers, a bunch of buffs. We're rocking Envenom. This is also what we have on our Amulet for +6 ranks, and this is giving us 1.6 multiplicative crit damage. Again, then together with our crit damage multiplier here on the Rampaging Werbeast, our crit damage multiplier on Harrion, we also have a bunch of crit chance, 100% crit chance with the ultimate. It's just a crazy synergy with crits. Basically what we're using. Hurricane for some extra toughness. And yeah, then we have the Grizzly Rage and the Earth and Might here. That's gonna cause every hit to be a crit, and infinite resources. Pretty stick. Paragon, we're rocking Exploit here to make stuff vulnerable. Keep in mind, we don't have the Vampiric powers anymore, so we need vulnerable sources. Our second vulnerable source is this one. Basically on Lucky Hit, Storm Strike stacks even more vulnerable, and we are stacking quite a lot of lucky hit. We have lucky hit on Starless Sky, we have lucky hit on our ring, on our offhand, and on these gloves here, they actually have 25% lucky hit, which is completely insane, by the way, for a Druid. Like, we have like so many triggers on lucky hit. It's just gonna be just a really crazy build overall. And then, yeah, Paragon board. I'm pretty sure this can be min-maxed even further. I'll do my best to keep the link in the description here updated. We're rocking Fang and Claw here because obviously we are Werewolf. Heightened Malice, we are still poisoning everything with Toxic Claws. The passive right next to Envenom, we just have 1 point and they are easy. Then we have Thunderstruck here and Territorial, so this one gives us close damage reduction as well, and gives us a multiplier with Thunderstruck from our close and distant, and we are stacking close and distant damage on our rings here. And here we need distant because we already get a bunch of close from the Paragon. So you want to make sure you have these passive maxed for another 1.5x. Super insane. For another multiplier, not 1.5, sorry. Yeah, Heightened Malice we already talked about. We poison stuff very easily with Toxic Claws. Fang and Claw, yep. Earth and Sky here, Nature Magic, again, it's a Storm skill, it's also a Nature Magic skill, so super good. Pure Ancestral Guidance, we're spending a bunch of Spirits, so another 1.3 multiplier. Spirit on hit is pretty cool as well to have, I feel. Then we have Spirit here, this one has a bunch of crit damage, it's 20 per 5 points of dex, and we have a lot of dex here in range, so really cool stuff. And then last but not least, down here we have some Toughness, Werewolf. You can also take another offensive option, but I think Werewolf is pretty good. Werewolf skill damage and just a bunch of healing. We also have a bunch of armor nodes and life nodes here all around. You can always spec into some more and get rid of some crit damage if you like, or get rid of some armor nodes and get more crit damage if you want. Bunch of options here. But yeah, overall guys, this is gonna be probably one of the S tier builds, and Pulverize is also gonna be pretty strong on a Druid. And there's also, again, the tier list is still a draft, I'm working on it, videos coming out soon. There is still another build that is very cool on Druid, and that is Stormclaw, because we are getting 2 new aspects for it. The Penguin Gauntlets, that's giving you a time 3 and AoE, and the adaptability. So it's like at the very start of the patch notes, it's these 2 here, Unique Gloves and a Utility aspect, basically giving you triple damage here, and another 1.8x here for your base skills. So this is also a build you can try. Pulverize is also, Stonks are also going up on Pulverize because the Wrath buff plus Starless Skies is pretty insane. But yeah, this Stormclaw in the end looks to get about a ×7 multiplier. You're also going to lose something, but 7x the damage here on these new multipliers. So that's also pretty cool. But I think Lightning Storm is going to cut it in the end here. And it's going to be one of the strongest builds because it's very fast. You are basically hitting the entire screen for AoE. And keep in mind, guys, Abattoir of Zir is gone. You're not going to have any, you know, content where you need crazy high damage. We're going to be speed farming Nightmare Dungeons, the open world. The Gauntlet is only Nightmare Dungeon 70. And this Lightning Storm Druid, I think, is going to be having more than enough damage to one-shot pretty much every monster by just walking by and tapping your stuff. And it's just going to, you know, it's just going to one-shot it. And it's going to like rain down a bunch of things from the sky. And it's going to be pretty insane. That's at least the theory. We will see, guys. Again, disclaimer, this is all just theory crafted right now. We haven't played the build with the new items and the new patch. The patch is coming out on January 23rd. Again, you can also play this while leveling. Basically just blast around with Lightning Storm, do the dopamine tunnels, do the vaults, do open world stuff, and maybe we will need to figure out where we can actually target farm this new unique, because they haven't really been talking about where we are getting this ROBs. But there's also a good chance that some of this, I mean not the uniques, but some of these aspects that we need are going to be in the codex. So we'll see. But yeah, Tempest Roar is definitely nice to have on this build, but again, you don't need it. It's a very strong leveling build. I think there's several guides for leveling Lightning Storm. I'm going to be starting with a Barb, so I'm going to probably be leveling with Charge Barb. Guide is coming for that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this overview. I'll try to get more build guides out there, but as you guys know, we only have a few days and people have been asking me about all kinds of stuff, and we've been in-game and we've been testing all the different classes and resources, and we're also gonna make a tier list. So I hope you guys having a blast in Season 3. More guides are coming. Stay tuned, my friend. GG. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.